all dead? Maybe. The ones on from that side are anyway. See, you guys down here are alive. Come on, there you are. Hi, how are you? Yay, I did it. Sundered my armor. What a jerk. And I got a category point. Where do I want to put it, if anywhere? I don't know. I know I want to put this here. Assault's been extremely useful. Can I get a prodigy yet? No, I have to be level 30. Tempted to get this. These are pretty useful. Let's go ahead and get that. Max out Devouring Flame. Strength and Willpower is what I've been using. Those are at 44. Hey, guy. Oh, a trap? I don't care. And yeah, there they are. Come along. I'm getting beat up a lot from these guys. You don't need to interact with the freaking chests. It's just asking for trouble. Stop confusing me, it's rude. Don't approve. Look at all the damage he's trying to hit on me. Arcane and lightning and light damage and fire. None of it is particularly high, so I'm not really worried. Come on out, there you are. Okay, they're all up. That. Slimes. Fire, shouting, wing beating. More wing beating. More shouting. Did you die already? There, jeez. Pain in my butt. Oh, hi. Where'd you come from? Healer log 2. The Nargo were not bluffing. What they did was worse than anything we could have imagined. The details coming from the survivors, of which there are both far too many and far too few, are conflicting at times, but from what I can tell, as our forces began their final push, the ground began to rumble and give way behind them, and the bones of the war's fallen, halflings and conclave alike, began to rise up and draw their once discarded weapons and rush our soldiers in a frenzy. There were so many. Those who were on higher ground when it happened said it was like a sea of bones and rotting flesh. Outnumbered, our forces broke ranks and tried to retreat, but with the halflings in front of them and the abominations behind them, we took tremendous losses. And our humble medical center is overflowing with the gravely wounded. Many come to us with a terrible sickness passed on by the Nargo's ghouls. There's no cure for this. We've already had to mercifully end the lives of over a dozen men and women to save them from a long, drawn-out death, ending their transfiguration into one of those horrid creatures, including... At the end of the preceding paragraph, several lines with the text have been furiously scribbled out. No, the real horrid creatures here are the halflings. We've seen necromancy before, mostly as a parlor trick by deranged cults. We never dreamed that any large organization would tolerate it, let alone hide necromantic charms on every one of its ranking officers. They've been planning to do this since the start of the war, and only sprung the trap now. Any misgivings I had about the aggression associated with our new treatment are gone forever. We cannot be ferocious enough in purging these fiends from Maj'Eyal. I have requested an audience with the overseers to broaden the scope of our experiments, setting our sights higher so that we may crush this evil empire as swiftly as possible. May the conclave prevail. May the empire's fate serve as a warning to all who would defy our wisdom. Sounds good. Body remains. Ow. I've been grappled. Stop grappling. See ya. Come on, buddy. Freaking grappler. Think you're so tough. Today is the 10th of regrowth, by the way. Just in case you didn't know. There you are. Named guy in that mess. Been disarmed. Can still do this. Still alive. Kinda want to get to a narrow hallway and avoid the grapple. At least the grapple while multiple people are in front of me. Stop being a coward and fight me! Pay no attention to the fact that I did some retreating too. I didn't retreat very long. Just a little bit. Come on. There you are. Guys. Take that. Come on. You know you didn't kill those guys, you just triggered them. You take a few turns to come out. And there. Now I think that's everybody. I don't think I see anything in here that I want. It's not bad. I'll hold on to it. Oh hey, that's nice. Starting right next to some bats. that. After that, you will eventually... Anytime now, game. There you go. Your turn. Oh. A big one. The overseers were ecstatic about my ideas. Our staff have been relocated to a more secure location, deep underground with several extensive tunnels leading off and in from different locations. Although this means we no longer leave to harvest herbs for our infusions, the increased budget the overseers have given us more than does enough to compensate. Many wounded are still brought to me through the tunnels, but now our goal is not to simply make them as strong and healthy as they were before, but far stronger and far healthier than they could have dreamed. They are brought to us unconscious with amnesia spells already applied to ensure they do not resist our experiments. Although they are not told they will be test subjects before being brought here, we are sure that they would consent with these experiments if they knew how valuable they were to help the Conclave. As such, although this process violates several oaths we have taken as healers, I ultimately do not see any moral problem with this, as nobody else at this facility has expressed any concerns to me. After all, those who joined the Conclave as soldiers have already volunteered to give their lives in service to the Overseer's enlightened rule. And this is surely a much more productive way than dying to a Nargol sling bullet. With access to better components, we can make the same basic improvements to their strength as we could before, but much of the changes do not stop there. With many subjects to work with and the Overseer's encouragement to take risks, we've made them much larger, with associated multiplying effects on their effectiveness in combat, and reinforced their constitution to be capable of bearing more inscriptions without collapsing under the stress. A fellow researcher had the brilliant idea to use this runic affinity to both enhance their connection to Magic's weave and make them biologically and structurally dependent on it. Our frontline soldiers can conjure devastating fireballs with little training. And should those hairy-footed vermin attempt to raise one of these soldiers from the dead, they will collapse, having lost the magic that kept them intact when they still lived. The Overseers have been working with us personally to make